So, let's talk about algorithms. They're kind of like your computer's recipe book. You see, algorithms are like recipes, but they're for computers. They're sets of instructions that computers follow to do all sorts of tasks or make decisions. It's a bit like baking a good cake, really. You need clear steps to get good results. And, well, algorithms are everywhere now. They're in your phone, on the internet, helping you find videos, showing you your friends' posts, and even picking the news, you see. Even doctors use algorithms because they work very, very fast. People are the ones who make these algorithms. They write all the rules and choose the data. This is super important because, since people make them, algorithms can have problems. Problems that come from the makers, or the data, just like bad food can ruin a recipe. Now, algorithms themselves aren't good or bad. They're just simple tools, like a hammer in your hand. You can use it for good or you can use it for bad. So how we make them and how we use them really matters. Let's dive into understanding algorithmic bias, shall we? Bias is when these computer recipes are unfair. It happens with computers because the data can be very unfair, and the computer learns this unfairness. Imagine a recipe that only uses lots of sugar. The cake would always be too sweet, and that's not good for everyone. Think about children's toys. A computer looks at pictures and sees boys playing with big, noisy trucks and girls with pretty, quiet dolls. The computer might learn that only boys like trucks, but that's not always true. This is what we call computer bias. Consider clubs at school. A program might pick new students for a special math club based on old-school data, which showed mostly boys. The program might then pick more boys, thinking girls don't like math. This is an unfair, learned bias. Bias means the choices are unfair against some groups of people based on their gender, skin color, or where they live. The computer itself isn't mean, it just learned from bad data filled with unfair ideas. Now let's explore some real-life examples of bias. Companies use computers for hiring, like when they want new engineers. If most old engineers were men, the computer learns this pattern and might ignore women applicants. Good women then lose chances, and this is a very big problem. Banks also use algorithms to decide who gets loans. Data might show some areas are risky for loans, so the algorithm says no to people from those areas, even if they can repay. This is truly unfair treatment. In hospitals, algorithms help predict who gets sick and suggest treatments. But if the data is mostly from one group, it may not work as well for others, which can be quite dangerous. Facial recognition is another example. It tries to identify faces but often makes mistakes with darker skin tones or women's faces. This can lead to bad errors, where wrong people might get blamed. This technology must improve greatly. Unfair algorithms block people. They block good opportunities. You might lose out on a job, you might lose needed money. You cannot use your best skills. This is bad for just you. It is also bad for all of us. We all miss out on talent. Bias hurts your money situation. An algorithm says no loan. You cannot buy a new house, you cannot start a business. This can keep people struggling. It stops communities from growing. Fair access is so very important. We all need these fair chances. Your health can be affected too. Biased algorithms in our healthcare can lead to the wrong care. An illness might be missed, or treatments might not work well. This can make people much sicker. It can be very, very serious. Good health needs fair computer help. People start to lose their trust. When computers are being unfair, they do not trust the technology. They do not trust the companies. This is a really big problem. Technology should help all people. It should not cause more harm. Trust is very easy to lose. We need to use diverse data. This is a very key solution. Data must include all people, all genders and all races, people from many different places. Diverse data helps stop unfairness. Algorithms learn much better facts, like a good recipe for all. We must test all algorithms, test them very, very carefully before they make big decisions. Check if they are truly fair for all different groups of people. Find any problems very early. Fix them first before any use. Like testing food before serving, you should always speak up. If something seems to be unfair, if a computer is clearly wrong, ask questions about that decision. Tell companies your serious concerns. Your own voice can help so much. It helps make all things fair. Be brave and please speak out. Fairness is truly everyone's job. Algorithm makers must be careful. Companies must be more responsible. We all must try to stay informed. We all must always speak up. Together we make tech help us. We can build a much fairer future for every single person on Earth.